Knicks Nation, what is going on, everybody? Today is game day. Let's try this again. I was live literally 10, 20 minutes ago and had some technical difficulties with the audio. Seems to be fixed right now. Hopefully, the issue does not happen again. But tonight, I will be at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, for the New York Knicks home opener against the Indiana Pacers. I had to go live here on the channel to give you guys my thoughts of the opener, preview the matchup. It's revenge time. It's revenge time against the Indiana Pacers, the team that eliminated the New York Knicks to try to go to the Eastern Conference Finals in Game 7. Knicks were up 2-0, and they lose in 7 to the Pacers, and now they're back at Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson, the captain, the Knick Garden debut of Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne's debut, the rookie debuts. All right, so let's break it all down in tonight's game, what we can expect, who's going to come out on top. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring Knicks Media all season long. Salute to them as always. And I want to get Knicks fans' thoughts in the comments, Knicks fans' thoughts in the chat about tonight's matchup against the Indiana Pacers. The mic seems to be all figured out today, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it. So hit the like button on your way into the show, folks. Knicks basketball is back. Now, we're coming off some tough games, man. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're coming off a tough game. Pacers coming off a W, while the New York Knicks are not coming off a W. The Knicks are 0-1, while the Indiana Pacers are 1-0. And this is going to be a game where the Knicks are going to have to come out on top in order for Knicks fans to feel a little bit better about themselves, right? Let's be honest. We're coming off a game where we feel like we got bamboozled. Right? We got bamboozled. And what I mean by that is we got destroyed on the opener. Let's just keep it a buck. The Boston Celtics had a historical night, and they did not miss from 3. Let's be honest with ourselves. They didn't miss. They didn't. Now, they missed 12 in a row to not get the record. That felt good, right? Let's be honest with ourselves, Knicks Nation. That felt good that they did not get the record. But at the end of the day, man, we're going to have to be able to come out with the W in this game because there's a lot of narratives that needs to be proven wrong, starting off with Mikal Bridges, because we traded a lot for this player, and he's coming out here, and he had a really good second half, very good second half, but the first half was really bad, and a lot of people are concerned about Mikal Bridges right now. I'm not concerned about it. I know that some people are, but I'm personally not. I think that Knicks fans need to realize that it's going to take some time, and I know that he changed his form, and he may have tweaked something, and it's justified. I get it. It's justified to be a little bit worried. That's what Knicks fans do. We care so much that we want to make sure everything's perfect right out of the gate. We're coming off a very good season, over-exceeding expectations, trading for OG, trading for Bridges in the offseason, trading for OG in the middle of the season, and then trading for Karl-Anthony Towns right before the season starts. So Leon Rose has made 3 huge trades for the Knicks team in a 12-month span. I mean, starting with the OG trade, I mean, you can even go back to the Josh Hart trade, right? Like, Leon Rose has made 4 trades that has kind of flipped around the roster. And I think last year's chemistry is kind of gone because, you know, the chemistry of Brunson and Josh Hart's there. And I know that people are like, oh, the Nova boys, Jalen Brunson and Bridges are going to have chemistry. They haven't played ball for 6 years, right? The last time they played basketball together was in Villanova. So it may take some time for Bridges to find his footing. I also noticed Bridges plays very good without Brunson on the floor. I do not expect that to continue here. But at the end of the day, the Knicks are going to have to get out to a fast start in tonight's game, man, because we do not want to get into an early hole. I also want to remind Knicks fans that we started off the season pretty poorly last year, and we went on a run after acquiring OG, and that's when we kind of went on that Eastern Conference run to get that 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. But the expectations is simple. We re-signed OG Anunoby. He's the highest paid Knick. Actually, never mind. Karl-Anthony Towns is the highest paid Knick. But OG's coming off a really bad game against the Celtics. Karl-Anthony Towns, I mean, he didn't have a bad game, but when it comes to defensively, he did. Jalen Brunson, he did enough. I mean, 28 minutes, 20-something points. But the reality is this. The Knicks need to have their presence from a defensive standpoint. The reason why so many people are so high in these Knicks is because of Bridges and OG's defense from the wing. Jalen Brunson being an MVP candidate. Karl-Anthony Towns being a prolific scorer at the 5 spot. The spacing should be open. Everything should be different. But the bench is banged up. We don't have Precious Achiuwa. Landry Shamet's not on the team anymore. So the bench unit consists of Deuce McBride, who's coming off a dominant effort off the bench against the Celtics. Let's be honest. I mean, Deuce McBride was one of the only bright spots of that home opener. Excuse me, the NBA opener, right? And Cameron Payne was all right. Pacome Daddier hit his first, three-pointer of his NBA career. Jericho Sims is kind of struggling, but the Knicks have to get back to their roots of being a well-rounded defensive team, of crashing the defensive glass, getting second-chance opportunities on offense. And I think that people are realizing that the identity of the Knicks is kind of flipped around. Isaiah Hartenstein's no longer here. He was a big reason why we were the best team in the NBA at getting offensive rebounds. Mitchell Robinson is still injured, which is why we're not getting those offensive rebounds. I think people are forgetting that Mitchell Robinson is a big reason why the Knicks were so good on the offensive glass. He had like 20 or 30 more offensive rebounds than any other player in the NBA before he got hurt last year to start off the season. So we're going to need to crash the rebounds. The Celtics out-rebounded us. They just dominated us on all accounts, man. And when you go down by 15 to 20-plus points against the Celtics early on, good luck coming back against that team. So I think it's going to be a really big test for the Knicks tonight because the Pacers are a very good team. They play with pace. We obviously know what their game plan is going to be. They have a similar team as last year. I mean, their only addition in the offseason just tore their Achilles. I mean, very unfortunate news if you're a Pacers fan with, what's his name, James Wiseman. Wiseman tearing his Achilles. Hate to see that, man. You hate to see a player like that go down. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. I greatly appreciate Knicks Nation coming on into the chat, man, because Knicks basketball is back at Madison Square Garden tonight, the world's most famous arena. Your boy will be in attendance. Do we have any Knicks fans that's going to be at the game tonight? Let me know right now, chat. Any Knicks fans going to the game tonight, you let me know right now. You let me know right freaking now if you're going to be at the game, because I will be there with my dad. It's going to be a glorious time. Shout out to Knicks Nation that's tuning in, man. It's going to be a great time. It just feels good to have Knicks ball back, and I know that, let me know right now. Are people worried? Do we have pessimistic Knicks fans now? You guys let me know where your level of optimism lies, where your level of pessimism lies with this Knicks team, because after one game, I'm seeing a lot of panic. A lot of panic in this Knicks fan base, which I really hope tonight can kind of dismantle the panic. All right? Let's go. Let's go. No adjustments from last night to the rotation equals strongly concerned. We'll see if there's adjustments. I mean, the perimeter defense is something we're going to be looking at, right? We cannot sag off. The Pacers play fast. Can we match their intensity? And I feel like, let's let this team get some chemistry, because the dynamic thing about last season is the Knicks had so much chemistry, and now the chemistry kind of is broken, and now they have to find new chemistry. And that's not an issue. We just got to let the time play itself out. I mean, the spacing on the offense was not the issue against the Celtics. Can we all realize that? The offense was not the issue. We just got killed defensively. Killed! Knicks fans going to finally learn to appreciate Precious Achiuwa by the time he off that hamstring injury. We're missing Precious. We are missing Precious, but him being injured is no excuse for the Knicks to keep losing. Because the one thing that made this Knicks team special last year is despite who got hurt, we had players step up in replacement, next man up mentality. We need Precious. Oh, trust me. He was having a dynamic preseason. He was great last year. I'm happy we brought him back. The number one grind is in the chat. What's good, man? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to everybody tuning into the chat, man. We appreciate it. Hector's all in, baby. Nothing to worry about. That's my boy. That's my boy. Flick Shorts in the chat. I mean, what can you do when they can't miss threes? Exactly. Flicks, appreciate the $2 super chat, brother. Much love to you. I mean, the Celtics, I wanted to rip my hair out of my head against that Celtics team. Every time you feel like the Knicks are coming back, the Celtics hit a clutch three. Contested three. Oh my God. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I'm back and the audio seems to be fixed. At least I hope. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to fix it. Okay? But at the end of the day, man, tonight is a big game. It's game 2 of 82, but I think Knicks fans have such high expectations of this Knicks team where we cannot go down 0-2, right? I mean, we got Pacers, Knicks tonight, and then we're against Cleveland on Monday night, and then in Miami on Wednesday. So, like, the first 4 games, we should be 2-2 minimum, starting tonight with the dub, okay? And I like this Knicks team against anybody, but there's going to be a newfound level of chemistry that needs to get brewed. I'm looking at Bridges. Bridges better shut the people up, because if your shot's broken, man, you got to fix that. Why are you tweaking your shot? Now, I trust Bridges. I very much trust Bridges that that's not going to be an issue, because the guy's a career 38% shooter. There's no way that he's going to go out there and just ruin his shot, and we're all going to be thinking to ourselves, what's going on? All right, so I'm curious to see the odds on BetUS Sportsbook of the game tonight. The Knicks are actually favored by 4.5 points on BetUS. The money line's at -200. Over-under's at 227.5 on BetUS. If you guys want to sign up for BetUS, don't forget to use the promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% bonus on your first deposit, $125 on your next 2, up to $2,000, the number 1 online sportsbook on the face of the planet. Big shout out to BetUS Sportsbook. The Knicks at -4.5 is an interesting, they're at home. They should cover this. I would like to see a nice 5-point dub. I don't care how much we win by. We just need to get a W. We need to see efficiency. We need to see this Knicks team is ready to go out there. So big shout out to BetUS, as always, for sponsoring the show. If you guys want to place your bets on the Knicks or any other team around the NBA or football or baseball, BetUS is the place to do it. The number 1 online sports book. Bet responsibly, please. Mr. Day says, I agree that those guys were on fire, but I was hoping for way better defense from our wings. They should be the best in the NBA, but they got cooked. Yeah, especially from the standpoint of, I was pushing the same narrative. Like, oh, we got Bridges and we re-signed OG to match up against the Celtics' elite wings. And they got cooked like that on opening night. Did not feel good. It didn't feel good. It didn't, man. It simply didn't. So we got to be able to go out there and be able to defend tonight against this Pacers team that plays fast and plays early, and they got to go out there and play good ball. The league didn't do us favors by starting against all those teams, but we will come out on top. Yeah, man, I mean, I know that's the narrative too, but I don't care. We got to face these teams. I don't care if we face them early. I don't care if we face them later. We got to show that we can match up against anybody. Anybody, man. No excuse. No excuse. The Boston Celtics are the New York City Knicks are the 2 top teams in the NBA Eastern Conference Industry League organization. There you go. I hope I don't see soft Butterfinger Sims tonight. Sims sucks. Well, Sims is the primary backup center, especially without Achua. We're going to see Sims. I know that Knicks fans want to see Ariel Hukporti. I think there is a chance that as the season goes on, Hukporti can take Sims' role if he continues to struggle. But we need Sims to play hard-nosed defense, get those rebounds, man. Get second-chance points. I mean, the guy has a vertical that is like one of the best verts in the league. Get the rebound. Be aggressive. Do your thing, Jericho. This is not your... this is it for Jericho Sims. You're year number 4. You have to prove that you've developed. There's no more developing for Jericho Sims. You look at Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride and Jericho Sims was drafted in the same class. Deuce has fully developed. I mean, he's still developing, bro, but, Deuce is here. The Deuce is loose. Folks, the Deuce is loose. Same draft class, no excuse. All right, speaking of Deuce, let's play his highlights. Because we deserve to see some Deuce McBride highlights on the screen right now, folks. Look at this. Look at Deuce go. He is the complete X factor of this Knicks team off the bench. I mean, watch these shots that Deuce was hitting. Step back, hand in the face, money. Okay? Let's go through it. Comes off the screen. That is pure Jalen Brunson. Feeling Pritchard on his back hip, finding his spacing with timing, and then look at the mid-range pull-up, swoosh. I mean, the guy has so much confidence, man. Pump fake, step back, three-pointer, and 1. I mean, 6th man of the year right here. Another one, driving with your left, off your left hand, step back, mid-range, over a 7-footer. Another step back. Every shot that Deuce hit was not open. Look at these shots that Deuce is hitting. Look at that. Another behind-the-back, step-back cash. I mean, bro, Deuce McBride is here, folks. You look at the highlights. These shots are unreal. These are not easy shots. Now, I don't know if this is going to continue in terms of him hitting these difficult shots throughout the whole season, but wow. I was so impressed. If you guys know me, I mean, look, I'll prove it to you. Hold on. If you guys know me, you guys know that Deuce, one of my favorite players, man. I even got a Deuce jersey. Should I? And I want to ask the chat this question. Whose jersey should I wear? I'm going to the game tonight. Whose jersey should I wear? I'll show you all my jerseys of the active Knicks. I mean, I got the Josh Hart jersey on the wall I could wear, the white Josh Hart. I got the blue Deuce McBride. And then I got 4 options. You guys, I want you guys to pick. My black Jalen Brunson City jersey. Fresh. I mean, can't go wrong. And then last, I mean, he's not healthy, so I'm probably not going to wear this one. But you know I got a Mitchell Robinson jersey. Mitch is my twin, my brother. Get healthy soon, Mitch. We need you. So out of Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson, and Josh Hart, which jersey should I wear? Which jersey should I wear? I mean, should it be Brunson? Should it be the captain on opening night? Should I go with Deuce? Because I feel like not a lot of people have a Deuce McBride jersey. It's kind of fresh. You feel me? You guys let me know right now, chat. Which jersey should I wear? I love the Mitchell Robinson jersey a lot, but he ain't healthy. I can't rep a non-healthy. I'm waiting for the new City Edition jerseys to drop to get a cat jersey. I think it's going to be sick. People are saying Deuce. The chat is saying Deuce. RTB says JB. Yo, Richie, you going to get a Deuce haircut. Should I get a Deuce haircut? Deuce, show the love. All right. I think I got to wear the Deuce jersey. The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken. Man, I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing your consistent love to Knicks media, man. This is going to be a lot of fun on this channel this year. I promise you that. It's going to be a lot of fun for Knicks fans watching this channel, also watching Knicks games. I can't wait to be there. I'm the biggest Deuce fan in the world. There's not a bigger Deuce McBride fan than me. I promise you that. I promise you that. So let's go out there and get the dub. We better go out there and show that we can compete. And not only compete, but win these types of games, man. Win these types of games. Chat, you guys let me know. Score predictions in the chat. Does Deuce have another 20-plus game off the bench? Does Jalen Brunson get a 30-piece? Does Cat get a 25-piece? Does Josh Hart get double-digit rebounds? Does Bridges get 15? Does OG get... I mean, we got scorers, but who's going to step up tonight? Is Macomb Daddier going to have a rookie Madison Square Garden debut and electrify the crowd? You guys let me know right now who you got going off tonight for these New York Knicks, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to be at the Garden, man. Woo! Is there anybody in the chat right now that's going tonight as well? Anybody in the chat that's going tonight? If OG doesn't have a big night, the fans are coming for him next. Yeah, OG was probably one of the most biggest disappointments in the opener. You can argue. 100%. Out of everybody, I think the biggest disappointment was OG. His defense wasn't consistent, and his shot was not falling. We need OG to play well offensively, not just defensively. We did not sign you to that extension to just be a defensive player. We need you to be an offensive scorer as well. Hit your three-pointers, be a three-level scorer, attack the paint, yam on people. Come on now. Jalen 30-plus, he won't allow us to lose. We got a score to settle. 100%. Pack Daddy. Is that the nickname for Pacome? I like that. I like it. Give me I would also love a Jalen Brunson like MVP masterclass tonight. Not going to lie. To kind of just remind the world, like, yeah, Jalen Brunson is like here. He's not going nowhere. We're going up against the Pacers tonight. We got to see Jalen Brunson go out there and remind the people who he is. Post up Tyrese Halliburton and show him who you are. Because I think he needs to remind the world. I think he needs to remind the world who he is. And I think he will, man. I think he will. But Combe Daddier is needed tonight, whether Tibbs want to play him or not, especially with Precious out. Yeah, he played in the second quarter against the Celtics. Did not play a lot, but I like to see him get some more minutes. He has got a smooth jumper. I also feel like the biggest impression I have of Combe Daddier early is his confidence. He's not shy to let it fly, as Clyde would say. He's not hesitating. He feels like confident. And, bro, he's 19. We got a young 19-year-old kid to be excited about. I know how Knicks fans feel about rookies, including myself. That's exciting. Let's go out there and play our best brand of ball, man. Let's go. So, chat, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Knicks Media Pacers Game Day Preview Show. I'm excited, man. I'll be at Madison Square Garden tonight. Woo! Let's go! Now, we did the live watch party against the Celtics Tuesday. That was successful. Thank you to everybody in the chat that tuned into that. It was a lot of fun. But I won't be doing that again because I'll be at the Garden tonight. Woo! We got to go out there and dominate, man. I want to see a bloodbath, okay? We need to go assert our dominance against this Indiana Pacers team. We got to do it, man. So the X factor for me is the best player on the Knicks, which is Jalen Brunson. All right? Lead us to victory, captain. Lead us to victory, Captain Jalen Brunson, okay? So, Knicks Nation, I appreciate you guys tuning into the show. We're going to wrap things up here. Much love to the chat. I'll see you guys at Madison Square Garden. I may go live from MSG. Should I go live from the Garden tonight after the game? Should I go live from MSG? Come on. You guys let me know. Should I go live from the Garden tonight after the Knicks W? You guys let me know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. All right. Salute to the chat, folks. I'll be at MSG tonight. Hope to see you guys there. Have a great rest of your Friday. We got Friday Night Knicks on MSG. Got front row seats. Do it just to get there. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Much love to BetUS for sponsoring today's show as always. Salute to the chat. I love you guys. Let's go Knicks. Peace out.